Yo, listen, man. Shout out to y'all. Somebody hopped in my DM and asked me a question. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of was relevant with the movie I watched. I watched 72 Hours with Kevin Hart. And in there, he was questioned with the fact of, is this the woman that I want to spend the rest of my life with or not?
Oh.
You know what I mean? So in this episode, I will share with y'all how I came to the conclusion of this being the woman that I want to share the rest of my life with, and the moments that we shared in our relationship, the good, the bad, the indifferent, and all like in between.
JB Morrow, go and get your bag.
Yo, listen, check it out, man. Ern Tata, we back. My wife has got that. I told y'all, stay here with us. We go get the studio together. Didn't I tell you?
Yo, you
Listen. But no, listen. Thank y'all for everything, man. You know what I'm saying? We getting it together, man. Aesthetically, we doing what we gotta do. If I sound crazy in the microphones, I'm still trying to figure out how to get these mics right. But we definitely gonna do everything we do. We appreciate you. We thank you for coming here and watching with us, man. We ask that you like, rate, review, share, subscribe. All of those small things that show the big things that we do. Marley, Uncle Ernest love you, Marley. Thank you for watching us. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, no doubt. But, you know what I mean? You didn't even watch the movie 72 Hours yet, did you? With Kevin Hart. But in the movie 72 Hours with Kevin Hart, pretty much I guess you could say he was going through like a midlife crisis, right? And you know what I mean? Tiana Taylor, who played his he wasn't even engaged, so I can't say his fiance, it was his girlfriend at the time. She was upset because she felt as though you don't prioritize me as much as you do your career. You know what I mean? And then sometimes in midlife, we do that because we want the perfect wedding for y'all, even though we don't care about the wedding. We just want the perfect thing for you. And it made me think, when did I come to the conclusion of I wanted this woman to be the woman that I spend the rest of my life with? You know what I mean? Do you know when you got to that point with me?
We first got together. Remember, I asked you.
When we first got together, so off the hello. I had you with hello.
Not
hello. Yeah,
not when we first got together. I'm talking about like
when we first
we were like when we were like in a dating phase.
When you first told me that we was boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yeah.
No, okay. You know what I'm saying? I got to that point like early on because I think when you can close your eyes and envision a life with somebody, you know what I'm saying, then you already at that stage. And I don't want to misquote the comedian because I'm gonna get to y'all, tell y'all like why this is the person that I chose as my person and how I feel about them and everything. I forget the name of the comedian and I want to credit them because they said something that really held valid to how I feel in my life. How men always be on this prenup. And he was on an interview and the guy was like, yeah, you doing good right now, man. You looking for somebody, you gonna get a prenup? And he was like, no. And the guy was like, why would you not have a prenup? He was like, listen, in my life, all of these things I accumulate would not mean nothing if I can't have them with the person that I want to spend them with. And I never heard nobody say that, but it changed my perspective of it because we always want to protect these things. We want to protect these materialistic things and all these other things, but if you can't enjoy the things with the person that you care about it, then the things mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like they have no value, and you just walking around an empty house, remembering moments that you shared with somebody that's not there no more. So I kind of agree with him. I'm like, yeah, what would I care about some stuff that I can get back? You know what I mean, in my life. So I'll probably, and plus in my head, I always had to thinking of, I wouldn't want the person that I spent so much time with to be without anyway. So why would, if we came to the conclusion that we're not gonna be together, why would I be like, all right, well, she gotta go back to Raymond Rose Projects. You know what I'm saying? I didn't build this life up. I'm over here looking like Janet Jackson. Like, what you mean you were part of the book? I wrote every page of that book. You're not getting none of my book. But I mean, but no, so I do think the same way that I tell you about how like some women are hive minded, because I think a lot of women are like that, like hive minded. You know what I mean when I say that? Meaning they all think alike.
Okay.
So like a lot of women are hive minded. Like when one woman come up with something and they feel like it's a good idea, we all go to it. Yeah, 100%, girl. They all need to be 100%. Yeah. And they be so. And I think a lot of men we share those symptoms too. We are hive minded like that. We feel like we see one case and we see somebody get taken for whatever they had and they build up like, oh, we all gotta get a prenup because I don't want nobody to step in and take what we got. You know what I mean? But in life, those people that we watch do that, we even see them get remarried. Like Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying? Elon Musk, Michael Jordan. We see people that go through life and they go through a divorce and they remarry. So it's not even, we make a big deal about something that happened in their life that's not even a big deal to them. But I think the reason that my wife is so near and dear to my heart is because I appreciate her for everything that she do. You know what I mean? Like we've been through a lot in the 15 years, which seems like a short time. You know what I mean? Because it's I got a mentor. You know what I mean? Well,
16 years
16 years. You're
that
right.
we've been together.
16 years. But I got
a
a
married.
mentor. You know what I mean? Shout out to the agent. You know what I mean, Mr. Ben, and him and his wife. Yo, they've been together. They've been together for a long time. That man is in his late 50s, early 60s. And him and his
Really?
wife been together since like they were like 20 something.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? You
That's a
walk
long
around their
time.
house and they got a beautiful house, man, and they got all of this stuff in there that's, you know what I mean? These moments of like, I got my first car right here, and his wife was in the car. I got my first car. It's my first car right here. And then we went on Prime right here. And I'm like, Dad, that's crazy that they created all of these memories and they got to this point. And you don't really see that a lot. You know what I mean? People that get to that point and you want that. And I think sometimes you want it and you force it with somebody that might not want the same things you want. Right? And me and my wife just naturally fell into place. I don't know why. It is like sometimes I think we don't pay attention to the signs that this is your person. The fact that our birthday is only like a couple days apart, our mother's birthdays is in the same month, our grandma got the same first name. I mean, it'd be like signs. It's like we lived darn near around the corner from each other, but didn't know each other when we was kids. You know what I'm saying? It'd be signs that show you like this is the person for you, but we don't pay attention to that because you know what I'm saying? You want something that could be out of the realm of what was meant for you. You know what I'm saying? And uh when you find a person, you know what I mean, that got your back in the good and the bad, even when I get on this woman's nerves, I still know that she got my back. And I think that's a big thing that helps me move forward with, you know what I mean, doing for her. Even though, y'all hear me on here going crazy about the 100% thing. Y'all know how she is. She like, here you go. He got started about this 100% thing. I think that it's something that should be naturally in a man. You should naturally want to do for your woman because there's men out here that have millions. You know what I'm saying? And they'll reach in their pocket and give you $100 and make it feel like that $100 was a lot. And there's another man out here that only got $100 and he'll reach in his pocket and give you $95. You know what I'm saying? So it should naturally be in a man for him to want to do that. And I think, you know what I mean, there's days that I wake up and I'm like, what can I do to make my wife day easier? You know what I'm saying? What can I do to make her day easier? You know what I'm saying? What can I do to make things go by? And not just that, right? My wife is hard on me about this. I grew up in a time where a lot of older men is like this. We feel like, man, listen, if a man ain't working, he ain't worth nothing. I mean, and I feel like that a lot. I feel like if I'm not doing nothing, I ain't worth nothing. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to my mentor again, because him and his wife was like, you act like you not worthy of love. And I'm like, listen, if I ain't doing what I'm supposed to do, then maybe I'm not. I don't know why you think like that, but a lot of men of my era was raised like that. We was raised on, you know what I mean? This slang back in the day was if a man don't work, he don't eat. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? So we was raised on that. And my wife really is a major part in breaking that shell on me. You know what I'm saying? Because I do realize that there's people that love me, that care about me, because I am me. Not that if I woke up every day and I didn't do nothing from the next day on, they still gonna love me. You know what I'm saying? But I have to reciprocate my love to them. You know what I'm saying? By doing what I gotta do. So my wife is very very helpful in helping me grow as a man. You know what I'm saying? She's very helpful. She's very motivating. I think all young men need to find a woman that's going to motivate you. Because as men, we are very simplistic. I live in a house with a couch and a TV and be cool for the rest of my life. Couch, TV, Xbox, and I'll be good. You know what I mean? Food in the refrigerator. But you do need somebody that's gonna put that drive into you that's gonna make you work towards something. You know what I'm saying? And just help you do what you gotta do in life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud to say that my best friend, you know what I mean, my partner in crime, now my business partner, you know what I'm saying? I'm very proud to have her, you know what I mean, take this next step in this chapter with me. For one, she already know how my work ethic is, so she know we going to the moon with this. This ain't nothing we gonna stop. I listen. I jump into something. I jump all the way in. So there's definitely something we gonna get to the moon. But what are you got any memorable moments that you share, like that you lean on to when we bugging out? Because I got memorable moments that I lean on. Like when we might be bugging, we beefing with each other. I'm like, I mean, you got any memorable moments that you lean on in our relationship that you just go back to, or you might be listening to a song and it just remind you of a moment?
I told you a couple songs remind me.
No, not the song. I'm saying the moments, though. The moments.
The
Because I
moment.
can tell you, like, the memorable moments I share is that taking them rides to go get a dog.
Oh yeah.
It seemed like at one point every New Year's Eve we was riding to go get a dog. Like,
we was.
you know what I'm saying? New Year's Eve when we would watch the fireworks in the car because we going through from one, and we in the car like Happy New Year, babe. Happy New Year, babe.
And it's a far drive.
Yeah, we going to Ohio, Michigan. Like we traveling, and you know what I'm saying? Those moments
with the kids with us.
Yeah, but those moments of everything being so simple.
Right.
Like you're not worrying about nothing.
Right.
It's just me and the family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those moments right there is like those moments was the best moments in my life. When you traveling across country with somebody and you reliving, I mean not reliving, you living moments and you like, oh look at the cows over there, look at this right there. And you going through that with somebody, like that was the best times that I lean back on those, and I look forward to the creating more of those. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean. Those moments are definitely something that I always think back on. And now that we got boys, well, now that I have boys, because you always have boys, I want to share moments like that with them. You know what I mean? Things like that. You know what I mean? One thing I would say that's intimidating. Oh my bad. Did you want to say your moment before I go on to the next time?
My moments is when we used to go to the
groom. We ain't been there in a long time, yo.
We used to go to the dog grooming
Hershey,
shows.
PA.
Yeah, Hershey.
Yeah.
And the New York, the New Jersey one.
Yeah,
the New Jersey one.
The New Jersey one is right on the edge by New York, like Newark, right? That was Newark.
I don't know which one. I don't remember where it was, but it wasn't that far. I think it was like an hour or hour and a half.
Yeah, well, New York not that far from us.
Yeah,
like 2 hours, hour and a half.
It was 40 minutes. It was in Jersey. I forget where in Jersey it was.
Yeah.
I think we only went to that one like one time. Yeah, because I didn't really like that one. But we used to go to the Hershey one
all the time,
every September.
Yeah, all the time.
Every September.
Even when my daughter was a baby, we used to be out there with her as a baby.
We did.
Yeah, I do remember those joints. I be at them joints rock. I be in them joints.
Sleep. Yeah.
I be just like this. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just there. I'm there with y'all. So whatever it is, man, we enjoying the moment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yo, those moments, I ain't gonna lie. I think like in relationships, sometimes you complicate your own things. You complicate your own situations. You know what I'm saying? So those moments that you know what I mean, that you brought up was definitely cool. You know what I mean? Traveling and riding out and just, you know what I'm saying? Just
always taking them long trips.
Always taking them long trips.
Always taking them long trips. Going to the beach.
To the beach, to the beach.
Moments to the beach.
We gotta get to the beach before the summer ends, but yeah, going to the beach.
I know. We gotta go when it ain't crowded, but it probably gonna be crowded
because it's super hot now. Everybody and their mom is going there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, those moments definitely to me are moments that I carry with me. I cherish. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to think in my head if I had like a moment that was like a most regrettable moment to me.
The most regrettable.
Where that I regret the most. I think one thing that I learned to get over in my relationship is that I had to like let down my mask in my relationship. Because I think I overdo who I am outside of the household. Because people view me like I'm something else, but you know, I mean, so I used to carry that in the relationship. Super hard. I'm super hard. So you ask me something, I gotta ask you like, no, you know what I mean? No, I don't do nothing like that. You know what I mean? So I had to really like kill that. You know what I mean? I had to figure out a way to kill that person because that person would have put me in a position where I'm now by myself. You know what I'm saying? So I had to figure out a way to kill that person within me, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's been a beautiful ride with you. You know what I'm saying? It's been a beautiful ride with you, man. We had big fun, and I'm super excited to see where we take this right here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. I do. I'm thankful for you. You know what I mean? I certainly do love you.
I love you.
You know what I'm saying? And it does boggle my mind how certain men do certain things that I know that love their partner. But one thing I will thank God for that I'm very disciplined. I'm very disciplined in life. Like, and I think if I wasn't disciplined in life with certain things like other men aren't, I think my wife would always never trust me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
very grateful that you're very disciplined.
Yeah. Well, you know, thank Mary Wilson and Rita Wilson and Anna Harley for that, because they was like, that boy need to go to a revival. Get that devil up out of him. That devil got to get up out that boy. He got that demon in him. But you know what I mean? No, most definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing I'm gonna tell the young men out there, because it's always this is big thing on social media about what do you get out of being married? Like men always like, we don't get nothing out of being married. All you do is you work over something and then you lose half of it if they want to leave with you. I would say to the men out there, like, take your time in life, vet the person out that you with, don't jump into nothing. And if this is the person that you with and you like, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you, I'm going to show you the ultimate commitment in the marriage. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta do that. Like, and it can't be, it boggles my mind how we worry about certain things in certain aspects of life, but in other things we disregard it. A man will tell you, man, I ain't marrying nobody because, you know what I mean, if they leave me, I'm gonna lose half. But then jump in the car, a Dodge Hellcat do 100 miles per hour down the highway. Like, you ain't worried about killing yourself. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't do both. You know what I mean? We definitely got to figure out what we gonna be delicate in, what we not gonna be delicate in, and let's be consistent all we across the board. You know what I mean? Because marriage is more than a piece of paper. Everybody always say, ain't nothing but a piece of paper. So is money. But y'all kill each other and y'all fight to get that. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely do. I'm grateful that I made this commitment. It made me a better person in making this commitment. You know what I'm saying? It made me more focused. You know what I'm saying? It definitely is something that's helping me in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I hope for the men that want to do it, you know what I mean, it helps you in your life. You know what I'm saying?
So I got a question.
Yes, I'm ready to answer it.
So
maybe
it's probably a debate on who's more unfaithful in a marriage, a man or a woman, right?
That's the question to me?
No.
Oh, I'm about to say, like, I'm out with the guys, the girls.
My question is,
black men don't cheat.
How do you, as my husband, what's the word? How do you, as my husband, do not succumb to temptation?
How do I not succumb to temptation?
Yes.
Because, for one, I'm going to say like this. Not just because I am your husband, not just because of the woman that I named, you know what I mean, Mary, Rita, Harley, you know what I mean, and the other men. I got a responsibility to people in my life that got me to this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom moved me to New Jersey with my aunt so I can have a better life. You know what I'm saying? And I got a better life. So I got a responsibility to my aunt not to be no knucklehead in the street and not to mess nothing up because of the sacrifice of her being an older lady. She could have been like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I done raised my kids. I don't want to do that. But I got a responsibility to her, you know what I mean, not to mess up my life because of what she helped put me in place of. I have a responsibility to my mom. I have a responsibility to my sisters. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like it's worth it. Like, you know me, I don't smoke and I don't drink, right? Because I done seen my dad did all of that. I mean, God rest his soul, right? He did anything. My dad should tell you, anything I put my hands on, I'm doing. Like, he doing, and I'm going all the way with it. Like, you know what I mean? So I already just saw those stories, and I'm not going to duplicate it. You know what I mean? I done seen the stories of my sisters getting cheated on. I done seen the stories of my dad doing what he had to do, and I never. It's weird because when you're a boy in a house with never women, you can feel that.
You saw the pain.
But you can feel it.
Yeah.
I ain't even go through it, but you can feel it. Like, it's heavy. And I'm like, dang, why do they mess with these dudes that keep doing this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I would always question, like, why would a dude do that? Like, what do you get out of doing that? And then you come back and you crying. He crying. I'm sorry, I messed up. I'm like, why you do it then? You know what I mean? I never understood that. Like,
I just don't, like, that's what I'm saying. What, like, how do you fight that? How do you fight that temptation? Because it's hard for a lot of men to do that. A woman comes, because we know you be, you know what I'm saying? You say it so many times how you be just fight them off. You know how you be fighting them off.
I'm out here like a football player. Juke, get off me.
And recently our marriage was tested. You know what I'm saying? We have to show everybody that that we are genuine.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that situation.
You know what I'm saying? That
because it feel like people in higher positions use people below them as pawns. Right. And now you put somebody else, not us, somebody else in a position where they can't bounce back because I don't know where they've been in life, and they probably thinking like, I get any guy I want to.
Right.
No man never told me no.
Right.
And then you come up to me and I'm like, no. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, it was very weird. But the thing I would say like this, like, to the men that, you know what I mean, do deal with that temptation. Don't put yourself in that. I never put myself in a position to be tempted. You know that. Like when we worked together, you didn't see me. I wasn't up in girls' faces like that.
Right.
Don't
but
get me
women
wrong.
come in your face.
True, but I've never put myself in a position where it's just me and her. Mm-hmm. I never took women home.
Right.
I never was. If I took a woman home, me, her, and yo, bro, I gotta give you a ride home too, because I'm not. You know what I mean? Even if you somebody I'm not attracted to, bro, come on, yo, I gotta give you a ride home because she need a ride home. She's talking about some shit. I ain't gonna let her stay out by herself, so I'm giving you a ride home too. I never put myself in a position to be tempted, and I think a lot of men put themselves in a position to be tempted, and then they fall. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you're a drug addict, why you gonna go around the drugs?
Right. But I'm just saying, you could be out minding your business, sitting here, sitting at a bus stop or sitting at a park, or you in the mall and you just sitting here waiting, and someone comes up to you and
it ain't worth it.
And flirts with you, and you know what I'm saying? Some men or women,
it ain't worth it to me though.
Grab that. But you don't.
It ain't worth it to me because, like I told you before, like everything that I'm working for is for us. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything that I'm working for is for us. So if I'm saying, if I genuinely mean that, right, I would be lying to say everything I'm working for is for us, and then I go over here.
Right.
That would be a lie. Then I lied to you the whole time.
When that's happening, what goes in your mind? What's in your mind when you're in that situation?
For the most part, you know me, right? You know I've never been a follower. Like,
right.
I probably do things that you probably like, he's a weirdo. Why do we do that? You know what I mean? Like, I've always did things that I felt like I'm doing this because I want to do it. I've never been a follower. So because of that, I've always been able to stand on my own 2 feet and not have to be like, I'm going to do this because everybody else doing this, so I'm going to do it. So the thing in me that keeps me from not doing that is my family. Like, when I met you, I told you before, like, I was lucky enough that I happened to fall into the place that now I got 3 boys. You know what I'm saying? And I carry myself as a representation for them to look at, to gauge what a man's supposed to do and what a man's supposed to be. And like I said, not just the 3 boys, I got an additional daughter with that. So I had to be a representation of what I want her to have values in a man. You know what I'm saying? The things that she like, yo, that's the type of man that I want, or I want a man that acts like that. You know what I'm saying? So the responsibility that come with everything that I do for you and for the kids supersedes any amount of enjoyment that I would feel like in a couple of seconds for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I get more pleasure out of doing what I did and, hey, babe, yo, we can go out and we can go to Steak 48 this week or this month. I get more pleasure out of that than I would in a couple of seconds I would with this person right here. You know what I mean? So I don't think I would ever mess that up.
Right.
I don't think I would ever mess that up. You know what I mean? Like, we said before, we know what it's like to be cheated on in our relationship.
We do.
And I don't want you to feel like that.
Right.
I know what it's like to hurt. When we went through with the breakup, right? I told you I apologize for hurting you, not knowingly. So just imagine knowing that you're going to do it. That's
knowing that it's going to hurt that person.
No, you knowing that you're going to hurt this person. I definitely couldn't do that. Like, I feel like, to the men that's doing that, like, go get a can kicker. I'm sorry, I'm talking Philly slang.
What the hell is that?
No, go get
can kicker.
No, because there's a lot of dudes that do what you talking about, right? A can kicker is just a girl that she don't care. She a throwaway. You know what I'm saying? She don't care what's happening to her. She doing the same thing you doing. You sleep with other girls, she sleep with other dudes. Go get a can kicker and do all that. But that's why I think a lot of these women is scarred, because a good woman mess with a bad man, then you turn her into not a bad woman, but you done scar her for life.
And vice versa.
Vice versa, you right. And it scar that person for life. So, you listen, if that's what you want to do, go get one of these can kickers and do that with them. They don't care.
That's okay with that.
Yeah, they don't care. They doing it, you doing it. Yeah. Y'all bringing, you bringing her back something, she bringing you back something. Y'all taking the pills together. Go do that to them.
Yeah. Like, don't do it with someone that you took those vows with, or that you're trying to build with, you know what I'm saying?
I would say for the men, right, the one thing growing up, which I fell into this gap, like I said, shout out to the women, I'm not going to act like at one point I wasn't just I was like crazy, because as a man, you grow up and you feel like, I got to sleep with the most women. I got to sleep with all of them. You know what I mean? Right. And you do that. Because it's a thing, like when you young and you a boy, you go to the party, let's see who can get the most numbers.
Right.
You know what I mean? We do stuff like that. Yeah. Let's see who can get the most numbers. We don't. So ultimately, in a young man's mind, you don't care. Because you doing this for the thrill of it. It become a sport to you. You know what I'm saying? And I had to grow up to realize, like, yo, I could really hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? I could really affect somebody's life by me just playing these games like this. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely, for me, when men say that you love somebody, I think you really need to tap into that and see if that's really what you want. Because don't say that just because you're saying it. Because somebody's saying it to me, so I'm gonna say it back to you. And don't fall into that page. Like when you tell me you love me and I say I love you, I really mean that. Like I love you. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that keep me from I'm not
going there.
I'm not tempted with it. You know what I'm saying? When you happy with what you got, you don't look over the fence.
Right. But I mean, I know it's not always rainbows and pancakes.
But that's what make it good though.
Right.
The thing about it is, like, it's not rainbows and pancakes, but we done already been through the rain. I said pancakes.
No, I mean, I said pancakes.
I'm repeating what you said.
I ain't know what to say, rainbows.
No, I'm saying, like, so even to say, like, everything hasn't been peaches and cream with us, right?
Right.
But it never has always been like that. We went through the storms and we got out of it.
Right.
So why would I jeopardize that to go with somebody else? I don't even know what they got. It could be 10 times worse over there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, we talk about that all the time. Like, wow, she's so beautiful. Why is she by herself? I'm like, she could be a headache. She's
so pretty. Why she always getting cheated on?
She could be a headache.
I just be like so shocked. Like when I be watching social media and I be seeing like these really attractive, beautiful women, and they be just talking about what they're going through. I'm like, wow, why are the guys treating them like that? Like, why are they?
They could be a headache.
You know what I'm saying? I just be like, I'd be so shocked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've been put in crazy situations. You know what I'm saying? Like as I recall one time when we were at Bakery. Well, can I
go
say?
Ahead, you cool.
Oh, when we were at Bakery and I was pregnant with Eli. I think I was pregnant with Eli.
You was pregnant with Eli there? I didn't even think you was. I only think you was there when you was pregnant with Eli.
Yeah, I was like I think I was up to like 5 months, and then because COVID had hit, my doctor told like, no, you're not going to work. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't, they wasn't sure about it then. But I do remember that me and I ain't gonna say the person's name. I'm gonna say if I say that person, then they would know who I'm talking about.
All right, well, just go ahead. You or somebody else?
An in-law. Okay. We were talking or whatever, and a particular person or persons, it was a couple people, they kept like, trying to like come at me or whatever. And I told them, I was like, listen to me. Right there, I stopped it right there. I say, listen to me. There's nothing you could do or say to me that will make me cheat on my husband. So you need to stop it right there. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I repeated myself a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I said it to each one. There's nothing you could say or do or whatever give to me that will make me cheat on my husband. You're wasting your time. I'm not that, I'm not that type of person. You know what I'm saying? And I said it to my in-law also. And I said, nothing. Nobody can say, you know what I'm saying?
Right, because you was basically referring to her like this is how you're supposed to be in a marriage.
Yes, that's how you're supposed to be.
Right. I don't want them to think that you sound like an in-law came with you to try to persuade you to do something.
No.
Yeah, that's why I just want to clear it up.
You know what I'm saying? I said it
to her.
I said it to those guys, and then I said it to her.
Right,
like there's nothing. Right. I don't care what me and him go through. I don't care how I'm feeling about him today or you know what I'm saying? There's nothing that nobody can say, do, give to me, whatever, that will make me cheat on my husband.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I said it so she can understand that that's how you're supposed to conduct yourself in the marriage. If you feel like that you need to cheat, it's time. Yeah, it's time for y'all to separate.
Right. I feel
there's no reason for anybody to be hurting anybody's heart or feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I always went about it. And when I said that to them, they left me alone. Because you know what I'm saying? But unfortunately they didn't take my advice.
Well, I know what you mean. I never thought about why I don't. That's a good question, because I never thought about why I don't or why I don't let those temptations bother me. But then I never thought about why I don't drink. Like, I never thought about why I don't smoke weed. You know what I'm saying?
I know why I don't.
Well, it's just something that I don't do because my dad was the best example of what not to do. And I love my dad, but my dad showed me every example of what not to do because I'm going to do it so you don't have to. You know what I mean? Don't do this, son, because I'm going to show you what happened when you do it.
Right.
So I done seen a man lose everything because of you want to be selfish and indulge into your own lust. And in reality, I'm going to say this to the men out here. Those characteristics don't build for a good man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to be diligent in life. You got to be resilient. Like, you're going to be tempted in life business-wise. You know what I mean? You're going to be tempted in life throughout all things. So you always have to show resilience and diligence in what you want to do just to get where you want to get. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It's just, I got too many examples around me for me to not do the right thing. You know what I mean? My Uncle Kenny, you know what I mean? Shout out to him, you know what I mean? My Uncle Tony, my Uncle Zach, my Uncle Ricky, even though, you know what I mean, they my cousins, but you give them the respect of that because I've seen them, you know what I mean? My Uncle Norman, my Uncle T, my Uncle Blair, like, you know what I'm saying? I got all these examples of these men that's been in these relationships that I done seen what happens, what it looks like when it's done right. You know what I'm saying? So why would I deviate off of that and do it wrong? So I don't know. It's just,
I just always wondered about that. Like, how, like, why do men
men do it?
Yeah,
because we weak.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I remember, like, when I was younger and I went through that with my baby father, and I would talk to my mom about it, and she'd be like, it doesn't mean that he don't care about you. It's just something that that person does.
I'm gonna say this. I kind of agree with your mom in that, right? I kind of agree with what she's saying. It don't mean that he don't care about you, but it don't mean that he loves you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm doing this, it don't mean that I hate you, but I'm not showing you that I love you. Because when you love somebody, you go the extra mile to not do something that's going to hurt them.
Right.
When I love you, I'm going to go the extra mile to make sure that, I mean, whatever situation we in, I can change it, or I can help this, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what love is. So I agree with it. It don't mean that he don't like you, but it don't mean that he love you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? People change all the time for things that they want. We grew up. Our parents were, not to talk about our parents. My dad, like I said, my dad was on drugs and he just stopped. You know what I mean? He didn't go to rehab or nothing. So we grew up in the era where the older generation, they did drugs, and then the next thing you know, they just beat it. They didn't go to rehab or nothing. Like, we work with people like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They just beat it. They just, because they didn't want to do it no more.
Right.
So if you can stop doing something like that, why can't you stop hurting this person? Like, stop doing what you're doing. If you see it's hurting me, stop doing it. But people want to indulge and do what they want to do because for their own pleasure.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't put your pleasure over somebody and say that I love you.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I will. I'm not going to, it's crazy because I always say, like, I'll never say never because you know what's ever going to happen. I will never, ever in my life cheat on you. You know what I'm saying? I will never, it's not a thought that enters my mind. And I've been around beautiful women. You know what I'm saying? I've been around non-beautiful women that, I mean, I am a very talkative person.
You are.
But I know how to tell a motherfucker no. Excuse me. I know how to tell a person no.
Right.
I know how to tell a person no, I'm married. I'm ecstatically married.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
and you know what we have to get?
What?
Those rings back on our
those rings, yeah.
We have to get those rings back on our fingers.
We do.
You know what I'm saying?
We do. But you know what I'm saying? I think that there's a slew of examples out there that we have as young men, because I used to always tell you that, like, I never had the example of what a perfect relationship looked like. So how can I tell you that? But that's a lie. You know what I mean? Because I grew up watching the Bill Cosbys. They showed you what a perfect relationship looked like. We grew up watching countless shows. This is why these shows was on TV. For the people that don't have that, to show you this is the imagery of Black excellence. They showed us that even if you don't even want to say the Cosbys, even if you want to say Good Times, they went through the worst. But guess what? George came home every day to Florida. You know what I mean? That was the name, Florida Evans.
Wait, what?
Good Times.
I think you mixing the George is the Jeffersons.
Oh, what was his name? James.
James.
I'm sorry. Thank you, love. But I'm saying, like, even for that, Like, we had to see what it looked like, upscale, medium, and low. You know what I'm saying? Family Matters. That's what it's called, right?
Family Matters?
With Urkel?
Yes.
Yeah, so we've seen the examples of what Black excellence look like on each level. We don't have the excuse to say, man, you know, I just be messing up because all my family, we all do this. Y'all do it because you want to do it. You do it because you want to do it. You know what I mean? It can't just say like it's a disease and I do that. You know what I'm saying? Because where the disease is going to show us how to be successful. You know what I mean? We do what we want to do. So you have to press through. And this is why I cherish it so much. Because, and I'm not going to say there's a lot, because there's a lot of men that don't cheat. But the men that get put on the forefront for doing it make it seem like I'm doing something special.
Right.
And I'm not.
Do you think that sometimes it can be the
pressures?
No, like your friend group.
Yeah, it can be that. Mm-hmm.
Your
it can be that a lot.
You think that's
because you always got to be the man. If you are with your homies, you always got to portray whatever you portray.
But do you think like, okay, so if you
they the ones that's pressuring you to do it?
Yeah, like if that's what they do you think that that's like a
I think that's common because they always say like if you hang around if you're 3 friends that's millionaires, you'll be the 4th by accident, and you will. If you got 3 friends that's millionaires and you hang around them, you'll be a millionaire by accident because you're hearing the stuff that they talking about. They'll include you in stuff that they doing, and you'll just look up like, yo, man, invest your money in this. Yo, we doing this. And you like, oh yeah, okay. And you know what I mean? Just because you with them, you'll become successful because of that. So if I got 3 friends that's knuckleheads, I'll be the 4th knucklehead because I'm with them. You know what I mean? Especially if you're the friend that you can't tell nobody no. You always just go along to get along. You're just doing it. You know what I mean? The pressures of I don't want to look like a punk. You know what I mean? Because that's big with us as men. I don't want like a punk. I don't want nobody thinking I'm a nut. I don't want nobody. Who cares? Because you know what I mean? Like people do that now. Like, oh, you got to call your wife and check in. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care to impress somebody that's not in my relationship. And I think a lot of men fall into that. Like, you see it on movies.
Right.
Why you got to go tell her, dog? You right. I don't got to tell her I'm a man. I'm like, no, I got to check on my wife. Yes. Yeah. I check on my wife. That's my wife. I'm trying to impress you. Well, that's what I'm saying. I never was like that, though. So I think a lot of men got to get out of that. We got to really see the person that we with for being that special person. I'm not impressing you. I'm here with her. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I never was like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Because your brother always do that to me, too. Yo, I'm about to tell you something. I know you're going to tell your wife. All right, well, why you going to tell me? You know I'm going to tell her. It's my wife. What you think I'm going to tell? You think I'm going to keep a secret from my wife for you? Nope. I love you, but no, it's my wife. Like, okay. Like, yeah, but no, I never been like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the examples of the men that we have on social media, even if you feel like their life is true or not. Like, sometimes as a man, you got to take some of the message, maybe not all of it. Because, like, we talked about Yada on here. Take some of the message, not all of it. If you feel like, yo, man, what are you talking about? I ain't doing all that. All right, don't do all that. But if you see you got a happy wife, I'm going to do that, but I ain't doing that. Take some of it. It's examples out here everywhere. You don't got to take the whole message. Take some of it. Take some of it from him, some from him, some from here, and put that together, and you become the best man that you're going to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, shout out to all the faithful men and women out there.
Black men don't cheat. So, you know what I mean? Black men, we don't cheat at all. You know, black men don't cheat.
Why do you keep saying it?
You never heard that? Black men don't cheat?
No.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna put that on the shirt. Black men don't cheat. Even though I'm pretty sure that they got a shirt.
A lot of men cheat. Well, women cheat. Like a lot of women and men cheat in all races.
I think women.
I don't think it's a majority race that cheat.
They do say women are smarter at cheating.
They are.
Men. I would say they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I would say like this: women are smarter than men at cheating because the men that they cheat on know their role. Like a man is happy to be the second fiddle in a woman's life. I think a woman is not satisfied with that.
Men are clumsy cheaters.
We are, but we also cheat with women. You see it in movies all the time. Then she wants to be the main woman,
right?
You know what I mean? A woman that cheat on a man, she's like, "Don't call my house till 7." All right, she's looking at the clock till 7. All right, like he's really not gonna break that code. Whatever she say, he gonna go with it. You'll tell her a man will tell a woman, "Don't call my house till 7." Guess what's going to happen at 5? I'm calling him. I don't care.
Matter of fact, I'm about to show up.
I'm about to pop up. Oh, you on Instagram? You posting pictures with her at the beach? I want to go to the beach. So I think for that right there, you know what I mean? Like, and that's something right there I never wanted to go through. I never wanted to, like I tell you now, I never wanted another woman to feel like she had a leg up on a woman that I said I do to. If I tell you I do, should no other woman out here have no advantage over you, no secret that they just like, oh, she little do she know. None of that. Like, you know what I mean? So I can say now to the point of our 16 relationship existence, you never had another woman call you. Never had another woman pop out the house and say he was over here. Yeah, my baby mom popped up, but she was talking about some goofy stuff. But I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But like, no woman ever came over here and said, yeah, he was over my house last night, or he was doing this, or you know what I mean? Or my phone go off and another woman talking about something. No, never. And it's never going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So
I appreciate that.
It is what it is. Like I said, when you find somebody that you love, that's why I always go back to it. When you really said you was done, it's either you change what you're doing and you have to deliberately make the change that you want to make, or you continue being who you be and you be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? I thank you for recognizing the change, because you could have been like, I don't feel like doing it no more. If you changed it or not, it's too late. You could have said that to me. What I'm going to say? Like, now I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure, think about the people, the examples that we have of the women that gave the other men chances, and they just couldn't change. Mm-hmm. Like, I gave you a chance. All you had to do was show me that you was different. And I will say this one thing, and this is not me to clown the young men, the old men in my life. I am a very good person to look at people and use their life as an example. And we seen it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You got the chance, and you didn't change. So I was like, I can't do that. If she's gonna give me this chance, I gotta change. I gotta show her that I'm different. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta be genuine with it.
And I had to change too, because I have my ways. I be like 3 or 4 different emotions.
You still go through that now.
I know. And you know what? A friend of mine said to me, because I was going off hating the world, and she was like, girl, you go through that every couple months.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she was like, every 3 months you be like that. And when she said that to me, I was like, what? I do? I literally had to like step back and think about it. And I was like, she's right. I do go through that every couple months. You know what I'm saying? Like, for some reason, I just start hating everything. Hate? Yeah, I be like mad at. That's why when I come home and you see it on my face and you be like, oh, she, you know what I'm saying? Those be the times where I go through it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I didn't realize I go through that every couple months. Yeah. So I actually said to myself, I was like, well, dang, I mean, I was a problem too. I was part of the problem too, because I asked her, I said, how can you deal with me being like that? Going through like 20 emotions in one day. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, I feel bad for him that he has to deal with me like that. You know what I'm saying? I try, so like now I try to be better with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, get what I need. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I feel like it does creep in a little bit, and I get quiet and I just start staring. You know what I'm saying? I don't like flare up or have an attitude. I just start looking. Right. I stare now. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't even realize that I do it like every couple months, and I be just like, I had to literally think like, yo, you need to chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're making up all these crazy things in your head about people, and that's not how it is. You know what I'm saying? I always feel like everybody's against me. Even you. I used to feel that way too. Like, you against me, the kids against me, the dogs against me, everybody against me.
Dogs too. Huh?
Yeah, everybody against me. Everybody at work is against me. And you know what I'm saying? She was like, yo, nobody's against you. Like, why do you be like that? And maybe I'm like that because there was a time where people were against me. You know what I'm saying? They would like pretend that.
Not your partner though, right?
partner.
You think your partner was ever against you?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't need to get into it. That's your life.
I'm just saying, like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I've been through. So I literally have to take it day by day now. You know what I'm saying? Because when I get like that, I'm like, what usually calms me down? Music. I listen to music. You know what I'm saying? So when you see me when I'm listening to music all day, and you be like, "Up, she up there in her mood, listening, singing and stuff," that calms me down. That like, what do you call it? It like soothes me. It chills me out. You know what I'm saying? Music. You know what I'm saying? So I don't put all that, everything that we went through and everything, I don't put all that on you, because I wasn't a perfect wife either. I had my craziness. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think someone else could deal with me like that. You're very patient with me when it comes to that, and I appreciate it.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think nobody could deal with a person like that. Bipolar. I don't know if I'm bipolar, but I don't know. Somebody at work said I have those symptoms. You know what I'm saying? Bipolar symptoms. But I take medicine for other stuff, and it calms me down. That calms me down. But I could be bipolar. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? For you to deal with that, it has to be a lot. And the kids too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like when he said what he said, I was like, I apologize. I'm so sorry. You know what I'm saying? Because
he was like, you need a Snickers. You ain't acting like yourself.
He literally, he didn't hold that in. He literally told me, he was like, are you okay, Mom? Yeah. You're not yourself today. Like, literally, he's like, what, 8 years old, and literally told me that, like, right there. He didn't wait until the next day, or he came to me, he was like, are you okay, Mom? You're not yourself today. Yeah, like, he noticed the change, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, because, you know, that could have been another reason for you, like, yo, I need to go get me somebody that's regular over here. You know what I'm saying?
What's regular, though?
Somebody that's not all, you know, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs or whatever you might say it, but you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think there's a lot on both ends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not perfect.
Nobody is.
Yeah, nobody perfect. You know
and that's why I wanted, this was a good conversation, because I wanted people out there to understand we are not portraying ourselves as a perfect couple.
No, we far from it.
This is not a perfect marriage. You know what I'm saying? We've been through some stuff. Yeah. Not cheating, thank God. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But we've been through some stuff. We've worked it out. You know what I'm saying? We're here to stay with each other until God calls us up into heaven. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why we have to prove to people that.
But I'm pretty sure that there's people out there that's like, man, last year was a perfect year, and you went through the year, it rained, it snowed, tornadoes, hail, storm. So if it was a perfect year, like, it's not perfect, but it's perfect to me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't leave here and have to worry about, like, what's she doing right there?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I don't worry about that, and I don't worry about when I come home. I know, I mean, what's going on in my family. I know where y'all at, and I know that, I mean, y'all got my back.
And that's the first time. This is the first relationship that I've ever been in where I didn't have to worry about
this. This is the longest relationship you've been in, you told me, though.
Yeah, this is the longest relationship that I've been in, but this is the first relationship I've been in that I didn't have to worry about that.
Worry about outside stuff into your relationship?
Yeah, like, I wonder if that person's cheating. You know, I don't worry about that.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? And that's one less burden, stress, off of me. You know what I'm saying? So I think that when women and men think about doing that when they're in a committed relationship, just think about it first. Think, how would I feel if someone did that to me?
I mean, if it's something,
put yourself in that person's.
If it's something that you like lacking, that's like driving you to do that, like
talk to the person. Yeah, talk it over.
Never
like,
know.
Listen.
She might say, come in here with the Rey Mysterio mask and DDT me into the bed. come in this joint like, oh, you're ready for the smackdown. I'm just DDT you into the bed. That's what we do. You gotta spice this thing up a little bit now. But now I'm just saying, like, I think people gotta be more open with talking to their mate. It's weird how you'll be afraid to talk to somebody that you can committed your life to, but you'll go in the street and talk to somebody
all day, every day.
All day, every day about everything.
For hours.
Yeah, about everything.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah definitely, man. So, you know what I mean? What Will Smith and Jada Pinkett say on that joint? They said, we ride together, we die together. Bad marriage for life. You remember when they said that?
No, they said that.
They said that when after they went through their entanglement and they did the table talk. Yeah, they did that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. But yo, we do thank y'all. This has been a great, conversation between me and my wife. If you're new here, man, we ask you like, rate, review, share, subscribe. All those small things show you appreciate the big things that we do. And if you listen to us on audio, I do suggest that you go to the YouTube so you can see the studio and how we set up. We ready to roll. Listen, man, we know what we gotta do. Big things in store, you know what I'm saying, for us moving forward. You know what I mean? I don't know what we was doing right there, but it is what it is. Yo, we out, y'all. Peace, man. Peace.